beautiful for spacious skies or amber waves of grain, or purple mountain majesty above the fruiting plain. America, America, rest in peace. That's how it seems, isn't it? If you're aware of facts. But if you're stuck on things like, oh, but Hillary Clinton took money from the Saudis. Oh. Why are they still dredging up talking points to say, you know, their reasoning for why Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton? Why are they so desperate to rationalize when confronting current issues, they revert to past accusations? Why is that? Because they all know they didn't fucking win. They all know not only did Russian interference more than sway a few 100,000 votes, okay? But there's this pile of bullshit. And it's what their feet are stuck in. So it's the only leg they have to stand on. Okay? And that's why they say that everybody who is concerned about Donald Trump being a fucking traitor is a liberal. I know I just look like the quintessential liberal, don't I? Yeah. You can tell I'm a liberal because of my white skin and my penis. Yeah. I don't know if that was funny, but I'm glad you got to think deeply about it. Oh. Anyways. Moving on. Need a towel? I'll be right there. I didn't think I had any jokes for this one. I didn't think I was going to make any jokes for this one. I was just going to start the video and just be like, so, I didn't think of any jokes. I'm just going to wait a second and you can pretend I said one. Yeah, that was funny. Okay. So anyways, muck boots. That's what you need right now, muck boots. Republicans need to come down, or no, you don't have to go to the south. There's places along the Hudson and shit. Like, you know, go to like your local bait shop along a river, you know, lake or swamp or something, and get yourself some muck boots. And maybe you can find your way out of the bullshit that you've buried yourself past your eyes in. Okay? Republicans? Yes? You are buried so far in your own bullshit that you cannot see the light of day. Case in point, I just saw this fat little fucking tard with the fucking bow tie and the glasses on CNN. I don't know how anybody who's a Republican can, like, really fucking live with themselves at all, let alone now. But, like, before, how can you not tell that your side pays professional bullshitters? Constantly. Okay? They almost exclusively do nothing but bullshit. Okay? Everything about everything they ever fucking say, including abortion, is bullshit. And the case in point I was just about to illustrate before I get too far off on a tangent. Little fucker with the bow tie, fat fucking face, on CNN. It looks like he shaved 5 seconds before the fucking camera started, you know. And this is who manly men supposedly fucking, you know, let guide them. Okay, these fucking pipsqueaks in their fucking bow ties. Okay, really? How easily bullshitted and naive chicken shit are these? Are like, you know, I know I see them driving down my fucking street every day. Every day, I know I see a bunch of fucking Republicans. How do you live with yourself following along with these chicken shit fucking pipsqueak professional fucking liars with their little fucking bow ties, trying to tell you about what's good for the working class? How the fuck do you live with yourself? Are you that, like, and this is why people logically conclude that the only fucking reason to vote Republican is racism. Because in order to have to be cognitively disconnected from the fucking word that I wanted to use. Now, in order to be cognitively disconnected from fucking reality on such a level that you let rich fucks pay bullshitters to win your support, and it couldn't be any more fucking obvious, okay? And you pretend that you're being bullshitted by these people because you're desperate to see things their fucking way. The only reason I can fucking possibly see it, if you're not one of the greedy fucks like them, is that you're racist. So that's the two fucking type of people that are actually Republicans, legitimately. Is greedy fucking con artist liars and racists. That's it. Anybody got any fucking logical way to explain to me how it is otherwise? Because, you know, obviously I live in the fucking South. I was raised by Republicans. You gonna tell me something I don't fucking know? By all means, do try. And I did wind up getting onto a fucking tangent instead of the actual point that I was going to make. The point that I wanted to make was about this mountain of bullshit that they dug themselves in regarding Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton would have been better off not only for big business and small business alike, and for, you know, globalism as far as the globalists that protect workers' rights and human rights, and, like, you know, people that don't just shit on anyone they can to make a buck. That's who Republicans have fucking elected. Okay, but Hillary, it's you know, it's not like she wasn't friendly with Wall Street. She just wanted them to be responsible. Okay, it's not like she and let me finally get to my fucking point. The Saudis. Okay? Little bow tie fucking fat ass. Oh, well, Hillary took money from the Saudis. How can you conscience that? Ah. She took money from the Saudis, did she? Really? All of them? Oh, you're just using a generalization. Oh, how very unlike a Republican. For fuck's sake. She didn't take money from the Saudis, plural. Okay? First of all, the Saudis, spoken of as if they were some form of unified government, is completely a fucking misleading principle to begin with. Okay? The Saudi government is one of the few existing actual feudal societies left. It is feudalism there. Okay? It is a royal dynastic feudalism. And you don't take money from the Saudis, okay? You take money from a Saudi, a prince, here or there. And guess what? Some Saudi princes aren't like the others. They're not all the same fucking people, you ignorant, racist pieces of shit. Okay? if they were the type of people who supported beheading homosexuals and, lashing atheists and oppressing other religions and stuff like that, they would have given their money to Republicans. The people that give Hillary Clinton money are the ones who support Hillary Clinton's outreach that she's done the world over, supporting and advancing the cause of human rights for all. So if you got a fucking problem with that, you must want to be a slave. You must prefer that those people remain the way that you despise. Because when Hillary Clinton takes money from someone internationally, you bet your ass they support her views. Hello? I'm sorry you weren't using your fucking brains until now, but, I guess that's what this channel's for. And it's so fucking disgusting and pathetic what you fucking miserable pieces of shit have let our country become. It's fucking deplorable, is what it is. You sit upon a foundation of lies, and we might all slide into the sea because of you. Good job. Good job. You've taken, like I've been saying, and like more people are now saying, politics over patriotism. And for what? It's the party of fucking con artists. It's the party of liars and a den of thieves. And yeah, there's a couple Democrats here and there that have done a couple of things wrong. But at least Democrats fuck women, not little boys. Fuck's sake. Because, all your bitching and moaning about the fucking hedonism and heathenism or whatever of Democrats. Aren't the Republicans the one that keeps getting caught fucking little boys? Republican fucking senators and congressmen fuck little boys. Fucking interns. You hear all this, you think intern, you think Monica Lewinsky. You don't even know the fucking name of the fucking Republican politician who was fucking his little boy interns. Sexually harassing and oh God. I mean, there's just one instance after another. I don't know which one I'm being specific about. I don't know their names. Oh, but I know Monica fucking Lewinsky. Why? Why? Because everything I fucking say is right. And everything you fucking disagree with is wrong. Okay? Because every opinion that you've formed in your head has been molded, prepackaged, and processed before being put into your fucking brain. You know Monica Lewinsky's name when you think of sexual assault of an intern because people were paid to promote the idea. We spent $70 million advancing Russian propaganda in this country. The Congress, the Republican Congress, Senator Ken Starr spent $70 million on a failed prosecution against Bill Clinton. Failed. Oh, and then they did another one that also failed. Then they spent over $100 million on Hillary Clinton's Benghazi inquiry. Also failed. Now we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars just so Trump can make his fucking family richer. Republicans don't do anything but fail you. Democrats give you health insurance. Democrats give you the 5-day work week, overtime rules, working rights. They give you protection for your children at school. They give you protection while you're driving your vehicle on the road. Democrats. And you know what? Before Nixon, Republicans did some cool things too. Okay? Before we were infiltrated as part of a Soviet divide and conquer strategy, both parties in this country were capable of great things. Because guess what? they would I know it's like hard for me to say because it's so fucking stupid and ridiculous sounding these days. What they would do, I know it's like a mind-blowing concept. Are you ready for it? They would get together and they would come up with ideas and they would debate the benefits and demerits of these ideas. And they would decide, based upon the merits and demerits of the idea, whether or not it should be a fucking law. Huh. Now what you have is people paid by a Congressional Political Action Committee to support a particular view because they've calculated that it will help them maintain control in a particular area. Meanwhile, you have Democrats sitting there trying to basically say, okay, we're going to figure out who we can help, and hopefully they'll all show up to vote for us. Okay? And somehow Fox News makes that out to be a sinister thing. As if the Bible doesn't tell you to do it. You wonder why I'm disgusted? You wonder why I'm appalled? You wonder why I think you're fucking deplorable? Starfleet, resistance people. Let me holler at you for a second. A lot of my advice has been coming into fruition lately, obviously. As I said it would. You might have noticed one thing, though. The less active I am, as far as videos, Twitters, lectures, that kind of thing goes, the less active I am, the more of an effect I have. You see, I don't want to do this. This is not my thing, okay? My thing has, like a steering wheel and VTEC. That's my thing. My thing has, salt water and protein skimmers. That's my thing. Final Fantasy. Video game. That's my thing. Constantly being stressed out about a bunch of children tearing apart the world. It's not my thing. I don't enjoy this. Okay. Feeling responsible for all of you. It's not my thing. I don't enjoy it. Obviously, I'm not doing this as some sort of weird self-promotion thing, okay? I'm not paying to promote videos. I'm trusting in God. I might one day, if I put a lot of effort into something and I want to make sure people see it, I might pay to promote a video, okay? But I'm not, like, part of a network. I'm not actively seeking to be part of some, group that can help me become popular. Okay. I assume that if I am who I am, then God will send the proper people to me to make his lessons play out for mankind the way he wants them to, so that y'all can learn from this whole experience. Which, coincidentally is the way myself as a person consciously wish that you'd all fucking learn. Okay? And it seems to be happening. Slowly. But if you might notice, as I've illustrated in this video, it's kind of hard to keep up with the mountain of bullshit that Republicans seem to be stuck in, okay? And there's one thing that I've advised you on that you have thus far seemingly ignored. Now, I can prove to you the existence of spiritual reality. I can prove to you that what you think you know of science is mostly incorrect. Okay? I can prove this to you. And thus, I am asking you, not for any silly fucking reasons, I'm asking you to just take a little bit of a walk back on what you think Christianity is. Because if you think Republicans represent Christianity in any way, shape, or form, you're twice as fucking stupid as they are. Okay? And I'm asking you, as someone who, if you are a liberal, I would think that you consider yourself at least a wise person. There's two types of liberals, an intellectual and a true Christian. What you've got to realize is that true Christians show up and vote Democrat too. Okay? Lots of them. Lots of them. A lot of not very intelligent people, but who see the words of Christ and see that God is love. Unlike Republicans. And I've spoken on the very simple difference that can be logically understood by people who have been sold on the Republican talking point version of Christianity and think that that's all there is. But the fact of the matter is that there's an old covenant and a new covenant. And the old covenant was not made during the best of times. It was a story of desperate survival of humanity. And applying those rules now to interracial and intersocial things, just, it's fucking stupid. And that's why there was a new covenant 2,000 years ago. God came back and said, okay, we've reached a point now where this is just kind of stupid. And people who are acting like this, they're called hypocrites. Okay? And I challenge any atheist to go and read just the first 4 Gospels. Maybe even just pick one. Pick the book of Matthew, the book of John. Okay? The book of Matthew. Think of it as like me talking to the Republicans. Okay? Read it. See if it isn't fascinating. See if it isn't an echo of exactly what's happening right now. And understand that all of this has happened before. And this is a spiritual teaching cycle that is designed to help humanity perpetuate itself into the future in a more positive, fulfilling, and productive way. Sorry, I'm just kind of like staring off into blank space right there. I need to feed my fish. And I need you to feed my fish. Metaphorically speaking. If you take the truth and use it against the liars, you will prevail. For it is written in the book of Revelation, in fact, that when you-know-who came back, do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. No, sorry, I'll stop. He lives on Baker's Way. It was said, think that he would come back and hit a white horse, and the name of the rider would be Faithful and True. In some scrolls it said the name of the horse was Faithful and True. I don't have a horse, but I have been known to drive a certain vehicle. It's called an Acura Integra. And it comes in white. Or you don't really drive it. You know what I'm saying? See, Acura Integra, when I first came back to America after having woken up as a kid, it was 1986, and that's the year that Acura made the Integra. Okay? And, Acura became a company in the United States. Acura Integra means faithful, accurate, true, accurate. Integra, with integrity. Couldn't be more fucking obvious. But that's not the sticker. the sticker, is that he would wield a two-edged sword from his mouth. The sword of truth. Two edges. Okay? Now, what does a two-edged sword do? It can cut its wielder. Okay? When you say, be careful with that sword, it has two edges. One is pointing back at you. And in a battle, it's just not very practical. I was about to say you'd have to be really skilled, and then I'm sitting there going through my level of skill, and I'm really skilled with a sword. But part of sword fighting is using the back of the sword to brace against the attack. So the idea of a two-edged sword that long ago is basically nonsense. If you see a two-edged sword, it's probably a ceremonial weapon. Okay, like the British claymores and such. They're really not practical fighting weapons, and they're the kind of weapon that would be made by people picturing a battle but having never been in one. I'm not saying they weren't used. I'm just saying they probably weren't used very successfully, and they weren't used twice. Okay? A two-edged sword is going to cut you. Okay? One thing about the truth that I've been speaking, can you not say? Can you not see? It's kind of, got its tendency to backfire, shall we say. It's risky to wield. It can cut its wielder. It has cut its wielder. I have suffered most of my life for little other reason than my refusal to accept things that weren't right. My refusal to acknowledge things that weren't true. Like this fucking fake-ass election, for instance. I can't. Because I know it's wrong. I can't accept it. I can't just move on and pretend a bunch of fucking con artists committing a crime is a legitimate government. Because that's all that's going on here right now. Is a bunch of con artists are committing crimes. One crime after another. They're pretending to be a government and they're not. And the whole world knows it. It's a fucking embarrassment. You will never convince me. You will never win an argument with me. Nobody will ever, please try to debate me. Don't be insulting. Speak to me as you would if you were face to face with me. People don't insult me in person. Getting text messages. Text messages. Okay. My text messages. Yeah. I don't think I need to explain that, do I? I don't need to explain why people don't insult me in person. Just gonna relax and remember what the fuck this video was supposed to be about. Because trolls piss me off. Like, the very idea that I'm gonna go around and tell people shit that I wouldn't have the fucking balls to say to them in person. I mean, internet troll. You don't belong on the fucking internet, dude. Like, just, it's not for you. The internet was built and spread by people who had a sense of ethics about the truth. The internet used to be a cool place, man. And, the world is at a precipice. We're at a point where we can learn these lessons and become like the internet community used to be. We can become a group of people that really just want to help each other. Okay? That want to know that if you're in need, that somebody's going to be there to help you. It's a world that wants to be centrist, not far left, not far right. And to become that, you need to correct what's been wrong about the past. And one of the things that's been wrong is that hypocrites have destroyed Christianity. And Christianity is not a theocratic religion. Okay, don't let them deceive you. Christianity is the foundation of a secular government. Christianity is in fact the foundation of this country. Okay? But if Democrats can prove that in the face of the far right, they will win in entirely new ways. And you will be rid of Donald Trump in no time. So, that's my advice. Take it for what it's worth. Or, go back and show me where I've been conclusively wrong about anything. Not just temporarily talking out of my ass. Go back and find something that I stuck to that I was wrong about. Just one thing. Because if you can't, then we're in a desperate situation and you need to listen to my advice to get us out of this. Because I saw all this shit coming years ago. And I thought people were smart enough to listen and we could stop it from happening. Obviously, that's what I thought. Naively, optimistically of me. I thought we could stop it from happening. But still it happened. So what you gotta ask yourself is, maybe you should have been listening more. Maybe you should have been less ashamed of me. Maybe you should have taken up the sword with two edges and not been afraid. I think that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Do the little thumbs up button, and I'm gonna wash all this fucking car grease off my hands. Because I think I'm done for the day. I need to order some parts. Alright, peace.